Good morning and hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos. Today is another weekend for Stockpile sales. I am super excited and hopefully I can earn a little more money before vacation. But sneak peek, I did the sale last weekend and thankfully my grandma was nice enough to let me have everything set up in the garage over the week, and they opened and aired it out to make sure it would stay cool. And we're supposed to open in 15 minutes and I just got here from work and I have some stuff to unpack and set up, but I can't carry, I have to carry it all to the house because my aunt is hogging up the whole driveway and I can't park her in because she will literally scream at me. So yay. By the way, it's Friday. I usually don't have a sale on Friday, so we're gonna see how it goes. I usually only have a sale on Friday when we have the town-wide one. So yeah, I have no clue how it's gonna go. Alright guys, finally finished setting up. It is warmer outside than I expected, but that's okay. There is a nice little breeze. We had a huge storm here last night, so of course we're gonna get some breeze. So let's go through. I guess I could spread this stuff out a little better, but it's just how it is. I'm always a little messy. I don't know why. It's just who I am. I got the boxes of diapers. Those usually sell really well for me. I sold all of my shave gel last time, so I had to bring some more. This is all I have at home, so yeah. Didn't sell that much toothpaste, but I did get a compliment last weekend that none of it was expired. This guy bought some from a reseller up by me that I compete with a lot, and he's like, yeah, I bought 10 tubes and half of them were expired. And I'm like, well, that sucks. You should have bought from me because I rotate all my stuff. But I accidentally brought a little more than I should have, so it's a little crowded over here, but that will thin out hopefully. Hopefully I didn't shoot myself in the foot when I have to pack up on Sunday. So yeah, a little crowded, but that's okay. It's okay. Also, my aunt wants $30 for this small TV. I think she's out of her mind because you need an antenna for it. So yeah, I think she's a little nuts for wanting $30. I would have put $10 on that, but who am I to judge? That's her stuff. But I also got this, a wax melting kit. I got it free from Grace and Stella when I ordered the eye masks. I don't know if $10 is too much. All right, so I actually looked this up on their website. It's $30. So I feel like $10 should be fair. I don't know. It comes with everything you need to start. I'm not a fan of waxing. Never tried it, but it sounds painful. So it comes with the beads, the sticks, the little melting pot. I feel like $10 should be fine. Otherwise, I can always lower it to $5 tomorrow, Sunday. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's all a game. Alright guys, quick update. It's about 12:30, so I've been open for a couple hours. Chatted with my aunt. She came back and actually finished pricing her stuff and checked this time because I've yelled at her so much. Thank goodness everything is priced, but it is so windy outside. It is crazy. So we're super slow. Well, I'm super slow because I'm the only one here anymore, but I don't know if that's because it's Friday and it's during the day or if it's so windy out, no one wants to leave their house. But yeah, I'm up to $27 for today, which whatever. I had to come down here anyway to set up the rest of my stuff, so it's not a wasted trip if I had to come anyway. All right, so it's day 2. I didn't post a closing video yesterday. Not post, I didn't make one just because I was getting tired, I was getting hangry, and my friend kept talking about McDonald's chicken strips and I just wanted to try them. So I was like, oh, I'll stop at McDonald's on my way home. I was so disappointed with those chicken strips. On the plus side, I got a Diet Dr. Pepper That is one of my weaknesses because I love soda so much and energy drinks. So my predictions probably are wrong for today. So just found out another town, maybe I knew, maybe I forgot, but another town over is having their citywide. All right, so I've been open for a few hours. I just had a customer who misread the larger Persil bottle, but she's like, oh, I'm gonna grab 2 of these because, well, she's like, they're 25 loads, that is 50 loads, and that one's more expensive than 2 of these. And I'm like, just because it says it's 25 loads doesn't mean it's 25 loads. I go off the fluid ounces. This is only 40 ounces. The newer ones are even smaller, but this one was 100 ounces. So 2 of those do not equal 1 of these. But who am I to try to teach people? I'm not a teacher. I mean, I teach people to coupon if they want to learn to coupon and stuff, but I can't teach people math. You should have learned that by now. But it's been kind of slow. Basically sold half of my paper products now, and I sold some diapers, so that's good. Those are bigger items. Those are, I mean, they're easy to carry, but they're harder to pack up and they take more room. But this stuff is what I'm more concerned about because this is the heavy stuff. So hopefully we get more sales on this stuff. And unfortunately for me, it started raining or misting again. So this needs to stop. This weather stuff that's not even on the forecast needs to stop. And it needs to be sunny so I can get some more sales. So let's go over my pricing. Since I didn't talk about my pricing in the first video, now I talked about my pricing last year. I just do the pricing the same as last year. So that's why I have a pricing gun, because I price things all differently. Most shampoo conditioners are $2, or for like the bigger Tresemes are $3. I feel like that's a pretty good deal. Or I sell in sets. Sometimes the sets sell, sometimes not. But specifically, this one's $2 because I didn't get the conditioner. But usually with a harder to sell set, like I'll put it as a set and that's how I sell it. Or like how they're the coupon for, like the OGX, like, or the Aussie. I have a set of Aussie. We hardly get deals on it, and I'd hate to have just one of the, like, the shampoo probably will sell, but if it was just like a conditioner, it'd sit here for probably ever. So I try to do it as a set. Shampoo, conditioner, or hair care, like hair dye, it depends on what it is, like the brand. The Schwarzkopf stuff is like $4, or the Clairol is $3. And then for body wash, same thing. Cheaper stuff, $2, or like the nicer Dove or Axe is $3, or the nicer Olay, or even like the really nice stuff is $5. All toothpaste that we get $2, except for the ones that are like 10 or more, then they're $3. And ironically, no one wants the $3 ones. No one wants the nicer ones. Toothbrushes are $2. I might lower them tomorrow for a special sale, so they'll be $1. Toothpaste or toothbrushes are hit or miss here, and I can't seem to sell kids toothpaste to save my life. Like, I keep getting these once in a while, and then I end up donating them. So yeah, I don't know. And then shave and facial care. Can't sell facial care either. I don't know what it is. They're pretty fairly priced. I feel like this is, I don't know. This was like 12. No, I don't know how much that was. I know these are like the $25 ones at CVS, and I have them for $8. I feel like that's fairly priced, and they just sit there. So, whatever. You need the right person to sell the right things, but otherwise, some things are $2. Like shaving stuff, I don't know what to price it as. I tried looking in the, like, I do my research. There's not that many coupons around here that post on Facebook, so I can't really try to price my stuff versus off of Facebook down here. And then where I live, no one really sells razors either, so I just have them priced what I feel like they would sell for. Some I might have to reprice as a lower, but this was like $25 at the store. I thought $10 should be fine, but it's here from last year, so I'll probably mark that down. But these $4 for Walgreens, this is like, yeah. Anyway, some things just kind of sit here and they just kind of surprise me that they don't sell. But shave gel, $1. They sell really well for $1. But if I try to mark them as $2, then they sit there, so whatever. Paper products and laundry are priced about the same, so I'll go around to that. Someone mentioned bundling these last year. I just never got around to it, but that's actually a really good idea, is to bundle like these together instead. But these don't sell that much. These don't, like the plugs don't sell at all. But even like the scents, I'll have like 8 to 10 different brands and different scents, and they just sit here. So they're not popular around here, so I don't bring that much because I don't need it to take up that much space. Deodorant, hit or miss. The whole body deodorant sits here. Not that many sell, but those are like $5. I might lower them to $4, but these, all the rest of the deodorant are $3 or $2. Then food just depends on what it is and how much I paid for it. And then makeup, all the free makeup we get, 50 cents. I don't want to deal with it. I can hardly sell these. At the end of this year, I'm going to put together probably like a 25-piece random assortment and sell it. Hopefully try to sell that on like Facebook and try to freshen up my stock of these. I mean, I'm sure these don't go that bad, but still, I've had them for a while. I also cannot for the life of me sell the Attention Grace pads. I don't know what it is about the brand. All other brands of pads, tampons, all that stuff sell pretty well. Well, sometimes. Need the right person. But these ones, I can't sell. I don't know what it is. I know Walmart stopped carrying them up by me, and maybe that's because only us couponers bought them. But who knows? Now, for the Glade air sprays, I sell them for $1. They sell pretty well. And then small bags of laundry or small liquids, and most softener are $3. And then it just depends on the size for everything else. So earlier I talked about this lady thinking 2 of these equal 1 of these, but they're not. So I sell these for like the larger ones for $9. They're hit and miss. The medium sized ones I'll sell for $6. And then these massive like 63 ones, or the 40, these are the Power Pods. I don't know. I have this one marked for $10. That might be a little much. We'll see. Or Gain. So the Gain is priced differently, obviously, because Gain is not as expensive as Tide. Sometimes, depending on where you go. But the Gain is $7 for the larger ones. And they still sit here. I know they're normally on sale for like $10 at like CVS and stuff. So I figured $7 is a fair price, and $3 for the small one, but sometimes not. And then laundry sheets, scent beads, hit or miss. If someone wants to debate price, this is like one of the only things that I'll debate prices on. Same with diapers, is the like scent shakes. I'll lower the price on those because I have a hard time selling these. I personally don't use them because I'm allergic to a lot of like scenty things, but I don't know. Yeah. Small one, $2. Snuggles, pretty cheap. I have this one at $7 because Gain's usually, this is like the one that's usually the same price as those, so $6. Just miscellaneous stuff. And then diapers, $5, except for like the odd ones, like the preemie one I have is $3 because this one will probably sit here for a while. And then the size 6, so I know people try to potty train starting around like size 4, so I have that one lower because that one won't sell probably that well. So, and then box diapers I always sell for $15. They sell decently well. And then like for paper towel, paper towel, toilet paper, about 40% off. Same with like laundry. That's try to 30 to 40% off is what I aim for. So same with this, because these are harder to coupon for, and literally everyone needs paper towel and toilet paper and laundry stuff. Well, everyone needs a lot of this stuff, but these are harder to coupon for, so that's why they're slightly more expensive. But if you're trying to have a coupon stockpile sale, always do your research. I'll always tell everyone to look on Facebook Marketplace for a couple weeks and just search up key brands like Gain or Tide, or if you're gonna sell like shampoo, conditioner, or body wash, so like Olay or Axe, and see what is being sold for how much in your area. Now my area does a lot of massive bundle sales, so it's harder to see what everything is broken down per price. But that's what I always recommend, is just to look in your area, see how much everything is being sold for, and sell it for. See if it's reasonable, then mark your prices how you feel fit. But I try to be the cheapest person in my area, so I sell the most. But it's also where I'm still making money, so it works out for me. Sometimes if people buy from me, people have the right to go pay full price at the store if they want to, of course. So I guess I'll show you guys what is in the other side of the rummage that isn't my stuff. So my aunt is a collector of many things. So these are some of the things that she is selling. She's got these little bear things. I don't know what these are. She's got all these all these cups that we got in the Welch's jars. If you know, you know. We got, I think this is really cute. This is like a cookie jar. I would personally never use it because I don't cook, bake, or anything like that really, but I think that's really cute. We also have some dolls. This one's free because it's missing a leg, but otherwise she's got, I don't know what these are, so just dolls. She's got like a drill set with tons of extra batteries, and then some more little collectibles. I think this little bear is kind of cute, but, or no, it's not a bear, it's a rabbit. Just kidding. I mean, it's still cute, but besides my couponing stuff, I'm very minimalist. I don't like to own a lot of things, and I already own too much, in my opinion. Then we have she has tons of books, and then some collector plates. And then we have an area for free stuff that still sits here time and time again. We have some free like furniture, and it just sits here. Like no one will actually come take it. So whatever. I'm surprised. We have some Halloween and stuff. What else? Some clothes, of course. My grandma is selling all her precious moment dolls. She used to collect those as well. And she also collected she still collects Winnie the Pooh, but she has so much. She's dwindling down her collection. My grandpa was a hoarder, so she's trying to slowly get rid of things in her house. She owns too much, so that's what she's selling. I wish she had more room so she could keep all her Winnie the Pooh stuff, but she just doesn't. Some baby blankets and clothes, and then some shoes and stuff. And then bam, my stuff. So I don't think anyone has looked at this TV. I have like two TVs I was going to try to sell. And I was going to, they're slightly bigger. And I was going to sell them. I don't know how much I was going to put them for. But not, since no one's like looking at this TV for $30, I wonder if people actually buy like a used TV for like any amount. Because that makes me nervous trying to like sell one, or should I just scrap it? I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. One thing that I will mention about my laundry prices is I usually won't go down on them at all, except for like I mentioned, like the scent beads, because I don't use those. But especially the Persil and the Tide, I personally use. So if it doesn't sell, I know I'll use it. But Gain is just too, I don't want to say smelly, but that's the best way for me to describe it. It's too potent for me, so I can't use it because it'll bother my allergies. I do use some Gain, but that's more on like my pets bedding, so they don't mind. Alright guys, so even though the sun finally came out, I still haven't gotten any customers in like 2 hours, and I've been mindlessly scrolling through TikTok. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't scroll through TikTok very much because I don't have time for it, but yeah, this is bad. It's not a good weekend for me. I think I made like $100 so far today. I mean, yes, I'm so thankful for the money I have made, but I was totally hoping for more. And plus, I've kind of come to the realization that I've totally shot myself in the foot with all this heavy stuff that I brought, and now I'm going to have to pack up and store tomorrow. Hello everyone, it is day 3 of the second rummage. Usually I don't do well on Sundays, but I wanted to be open for a couple hours. That way I could take the time afterwards and like pack up. So if I get any sales, it's better than nothing. Since I had to drive all the way here yesterday, or today. Yesterday I just wouldn't have time to sit here and pack everything up. So plus I want to make sure I leave my grandma's garage nice and well organized. That way she doesn't mind that I do this as often as I do. One thing that really annoys me is her neighbor that parks right there. They're the next door neighbor. They have plenty of room in the driveway, but when I park in front of them, so I'm in front of their house, they complain to my grandma that I'm bothering their dogs in their house. But I don't want to show the whole neighborhood, but the neighbors on the other side also park in the street, so there's not that much room for customer parking. And I try to do my best to make sure that you can see the sign. There's plenty of parking, because who wants to park like half a block away to walk to Rummage? And they just, I don't know. I feel like it's disrespectful. I understand the street is public, but it just kind of irritates me. So let's talk about how I pack up the Rummage. Well, everything gets stored in a climate-controlled basement. I don't leave it in the garage, so it'll all be good and safe, like stored properly. And all the food stuff I make sure is not expired. And if it's going to expire, I'll either eat it or donate it so it doesn't go to waste, because I hate food waste. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Another thing that I'll do is I'll go through all my toothpaste and the mouthwash, because they all have clearly legible expiration dates, and I'll make sure that nothing's going to expire in the next couple months. Now, if it's my last rummage of the year, then I'll pull them and I'll use them for my personal stockpile, or I'll mark them down. Like since today is Sunday, I'll mark them like $1 or something, and then I'll let the person know that they're marked down for $1 because they're going to expire soon. If they ask why, it's, most people will ask, why is this one $1 and the other one's $2? And most people don't care that it's expiring soon, but I don't want to be the person known for selling expired stuff. Then usually, if it's the last rummage of the year, which is usually in September, where we have the city-wide. I'll ask my grandma if she knows anyone at her church that needs stuff, and I'll put together like a small like little bundle for them. And then, you know, I'll give it to my grandma to take to them the next time she goes to church. Alright guys, I had to run to Walmart and I realized I needed to make an outro for my video. So for the whole weekend, the weather was super poopy and the weather sucked. I even debated for a while if I was just going to scrap the whole video, but then I thought to myself, first of all, I need to be real with you guys. I'm not going to be some fake person that was like, oh, every sale I have is super amazing, because this weekend wasn't. I made about $250 for all 3 days, and I have more left over at my grandma's house than I would have liked to have. I do have some empty boxes I'm taking home, but I have more stored there than I like to have. I will be having another sale in July probably, so I'm not exactly sure when, but I just don't want to hog up a lot of her basement since she has a lot of stuff already, and I hate being in her way. I usually limit to like the 3 storage bins, the black and yellow bins that I have there, but I had a little more than that this time, so I guess it is what it is at this point. But I am still thankful that I did get some sales and I made the money that I did. Plus I was able to take my grandma out for her birthday yesterday, so that was super awesome. So yeah, overall last weekend was a lot better than this weekend, so that's okay, because I did get some sales. I was able to help the community save some money and lessen my stockpile a small hair again. But yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.